A crazy idea by a writer of one of the local papers in our area turned into a pretty unique adventure. Two men went on a hiking trip in a pretty unorthodox place. WUSA 9's Evan Koslof has their story.
So we all know the Beltway, that gigantic highway that we get caught in traffic on every single morning. Well, one duo decided that rather than looking at it as the commuting highway that it is, they look at it as a hiking trail. Today I caught up with one of them to ask a big question. Why?
I don't think we're crazy. As we were doing it, we wondered whether we were crazy. Halfway through, our wives thought we were crazy, and we were starting to wonder whether we were going a little bit crazy because we became obsessed with finishing. So this is where we started. So we met up here. It was 8 in the morning, 8:15 in the morning, and Washingtonian sent a photographer out, so she pulls up right behind us. And we're wearing our shorts, and we're all full of optimism about what this is going to be like. I don't even think as I was walking down here the first time that I had any sense of how long it would take us, what it would take out of us, what we would see. I thought it was just going to be a fun little jaunt. And within about 3 hours, we realized we were in way over our heads. There's a great line at the end of The Great Gatsby where the narrator's talking about what New York must have looked like to the settlers who came then, before there was anything there. And I thought about that all the time here, before they built the Beltway, before the city was here. It was just this beautiful, beautiful place. We did crossings like this 19 times. So this was probably our 14th or 15th crossing when we came through here. There were areas in which we kind of stuck out, like in PG County, just like two dudes in backpacking gear walking down St. Barnabas Road. I think people were kind of like, what are you doing here? You get a sense of the scale of the city in a way that you never would in a car. And you also get a sense that, these Beltway exits, they seem like these discrete moments, but in fact, it's just this one continuous thing. You just kind of got a little tiny piece of everybody's daily life. It didn't add up to something sort of more cosmic, but that didn't really matter. That wasn't the point.
Parts of it even look kind of scenic there, which you would never think Beltway and wilderness and all that, but parts of it did.
He was saying, you think city, you think suburban, but he actually saw some rural parts. At one point he said they actually encountered a chicken. And
really?
For some city boys.
Not too far from the Beltway.
I was going to say, what were some of the surprises that he came across on this journey?
Well, the chicken. Yeah, but what I love is that there are all these experiences, these little communities, and they are binded together here. We are all part of the Beltway, right? So it was pretty cool tying it all together, I thought.
And it took him 6 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
So day one, they did 23 miles, and then they were like, nope, we're not doing that again. So they got shorter and shorter every day.
It's like, what is it, 90 miles? Is that right? How many miles is it?
I think he said over 80 miles, somewhere between 80 and 90 miles. So.
And how many hours a day did you say?
Well, the first day he did 23 miles. Not sure how many hours it was. But
I'm sure it took a long time anyway. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, great story.
You call it the Beltway. I call it the Buckleway.
Yeah.
Because I have just been in deadlock traffic, and for so long I've just had to buckle up and suck it up. So, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what,
sometimes if you walk, you'll get there faster.
I will not, but thank you. I got 4-inch heels on. I'm not walking anywhere but right here to this weather center.